My people, happy Wednesday. And we actually and sincerely want to apologize for all the things that happen all this while. We're supposed to don't day on air, and besides too, we don't come for 2 Wednesdays now, owing to so many factors. But however, we don't still assure all of us, say we are coming stronger. As it be now, when you start something, you must learn, make it from crawling to waka and etc. So that is how we are doing. And we are not in a hurry at all. We know, say, most of our top fans, they bother, they wait for us to see how we'll kickstart it again. But however, I want to reassure, as I talked before, say there's no problem at all. We just work on how things will fit go well, especially as with the redesign, so that the reportage will flow according to the way it's supposed to be, considering the circumstance. So my people, I want to thank you for our time, and for people where they for morning time and good morning, as I always talk, and good morning to all of you, good evening to people for evening, and good afternoon for those for afternoon. And make you not forget, say you are on air with us on JPLIVE, and I remain yours sincerely, Reduce JP. Today another interesting day, and this is where we are starting from. Because this delay where we don't get all this while, I know say most of our top fans, they don't already, they get offended, but I sincerely apologize. We are going to make this work out the way it's supposed to be. Today, another interesting day where we say we get a special guest. The election don't happen for Nigeria. We don't get new president. The government don't start to the function, and appointments, they happen everywhere. So things don't get stabilized for Nigeria, and the people where they offended don't go court. And every other thing they happen for inside the Nigeria election and post-election. So today, we get somebody very important where we want to talk to. And after we don't go market come, because normally we must do our normal tradition to do small advert. As soon as we do that, we'll come back again and we'll introduce our guest and we hit it hard. So make sure not forget, say we are reaching you people from Megapoint Studio in the city of Turin. And we actually miss my other, compatriots where they work together, so to say. They're not there around. I'm only here for studio today to come reach out to all of una, and I beg. Anywhere on a day, tell una friends, make you tell friends of friends, make them join us this evening, and let's have a robust conversation. Because the person we want to bring aboard, now somebody where need to tell us something where they happen, especially for in political party, and all other petty things where we say, most of us not know. Besides too, I know say, today, as it be, now Wednesday, time don't go far. We don't take much of our time. So make we go market, come back. As soon as that is done, we start the matter proper so that the conversation will go well. So if you want just quick now, go get something to drink. Maybe sit down for your sofa for parlor. As it be, say just relax after work so that we can hit it hard. So engineer, we'll go market, go buy something, and we'll go back soon.
Are you looking for a professional sound equipment? Do you desire durable accessories? Are you looking for a professional audio and visual studio? Then worry no more. At Megapoint, we have in stock professional and durable speakers, piano, microphones, combos, electric and bass guitars, mixer, drums, percussions and accessories. We also offer the best in musical video production, event coverage, photography and many more. Locate us now at Megapoint Conglomerate, Via Stradella 229 and 2318 Torino, Italy. Call us on +390 1120 3422. Email us on megapointtv@gmail.com. You can also visit our website at www.megapointtv.com.
Make una abeg, make una, if una get anything to talk about, ask us questions. As we say, we want to introduce our guests now. Our number now +3 +39 327 237 8174. And as I talked before, I remain yours sincerely, Reduce JP. And we did for WhatsApp too, so it will be easier for anybody who want to reach us across the globe. So my people, as I've talked before, I deal with a very interesting personality, a politician in Nigeria. Of course, I'm not going to talk too much. I want to make introduce himself. His name is Honorable Oko Splendour. Now him be the gubernatorial candidate for the Labour Party for Ebonyi State. That's why I will talk and reach. And when we bring him on board, we will ask him questions and he will introduce himself properly. So, engineer, let's go. Yes, good evening. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yes, good evening. Are you hearing me clearly?
Good evening.
Yes, thank you very much for your time,
Good
actually. So we go make we start off very quickly because time not there on our side again. And many of our teaming fans are waiting to hear from you, considering the circumstance. And before we start, we go ask them, make you please just give us a very brief introduction of yourself so that the people where they listen to you for outside go know who they talk to.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Oko Splendour. By the grace of God, I am the governorship candidate of Labour Party in Ebonyi State in the just concluded 2023 governorship election. And by the special grace of God, we are the people who actually made Labour Party to be on ground in Ebonyi State. Before the 2023 gubernatorial election, I was the state chairman of Labour Party in Ebonyi State, who actually conducted the primary of Labour Party in Ebonyi State. Before then, the coming of P2B was not there. You know that P2B came to Labour Party via substitution. So we are the one who labored to see that Labour Party have the structure that necessitated the substitution that took place. Without the primaries we conducted for Labour Party, there wouldn't have been Labour Party in the first instance. So that is it.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Oko Splendour, for this very brief introduction. And actually, in the election, eventually, now you can still be the candidate or somebody came on board and took over or something happened to you. What it can happen eventually where we said not be your name, come day for the portal of INEC and not be you come day for the person where they vote for during the election. What happened? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, it is very pathetic. The primary election of Labour Party was conducted on 9th of June, 2022. And during that period, I was validly nominated as the governorship candidate of Labour Party. Then INEC monitored the exercise, wrote their report, sent same report to their headquarters in Abuja. My name was published as the governorship candidate of Labour Party. There and then, Abure, after the exercise, invited me to Abuja. I flew into Abuja. Abure said that he would want me to write a withdrawal letter, that he has gotten what he referred to as a big fish, somebody who has so much money that he would want to replace me with. I asked Abure, do you know what you are doing? We are talking about new Nigeria, and you are telling me of a big fish. What you would have been saying is acceptability. Is the person acceptable? That is what we are talking about. Everybody who is in Labour Party is saying that that they are tired of the old system. Are you now bringing the same old system in the Labour Party? So when I demanded to know whom he was referring to, lo and behold, it took Abure a lot of time to reveal to me whom he was referring to. At the end, when he saw that I insisted, Abure said it was one architect, Edward Onkwego, who is the owner of Barcelona Hotel in Abuja. Once he mentioned this name, I was shocked. I told Abure that this man is of the APC, that this man contested governorship election, primary election in APC. and got 8 votes, that the man is not popular, that the man was sent to Labour Party to destroy Labour Party, that the man is a godfather of the APC candidate, the one they just declared as a winner of the election. His name is Omonia Wifru. That the duty of the assignment that was given to Architect Edward Okwego was to come and block Labour Party, because every other party was afraid of Labour Party's popularity in Nigerian politics. So I told Abure that I can never stay back and watch my efforts being destroyed overnight because of greed and avarice. So with that, we had a disagreement. I left. I went back to Ebonyi State. The next thing I heard was a call came to me I think a week after I left Abuja. Somebody from INEC, a staff from INEC called me and said that there is a letter, a withdrawal letter that came to their office, and the signature they are seeing is not my signature they saw in the primary election. What actually happened? Have I withdrawn from the race? I told him I have not withdrawn from the race, and I don't intend to withdraw for anybody whatsoever. He said, that something is happening here, or maybe I should come and see you. Then I boarded a Delta level flight, came to Abuja, went to INEC. Then INEC did not want to give me all the necessary information. So I had to inform my lawyer, J.O. Asoluka San. I asked J.O. Asoluka to write to INEC demanding the CTC of all the letters and forms submitted to INEC by the party. Lo and behold, the CTC was issued to me. I now saw the withdrawal letter. Instead of my signature, that is very complex, you can't forge my signature. Maybe they saw that the signature was very complex. They resorted to use initial E-O. That is E for Eze, O for Oko. That is what they wrote there as my signature and submitted to INEC. So with that development, I was not happy. I instructed my son to write a petition to Inspector General of Police, for forgery, perjury, and criminal conspiracy. That was done. The investigation started. So as the police were, conducting their investigations, Abure had the audacity to, ask the same man, Architect Edward Okwego, to come up with a list of executive. Then I was the Labour Party primary, because there was practically nobody. People were not interested in Labour Party because that time there was no P2B. It took us energy and resources to be able to, for us to be able to conduct the primary. So immediately after that, his P2B now joined Labour Party. Labour Party became a beautiful bride. So he now gave the power, the authority to that architect, Edward Okwego, to conduct substitution primary. So that substitution primary came up on the 2nd of August, 2022. So immediately I heard that, I sent my boys all over the state. They couldn't find where they were conducting the primary. They took the primary to a remote village.
Yes, my people, we are listening to Honorable Oko Splendour, the gubernatorial candidate for Labour Party for the just concluded election. And it be like, say, along the line, something happened, we know they feel they reach him now. As soon as he gets back, we will continue to... Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. So as soon as that happened, I went to court. I instituted a suit against them in the court, Federal High Court, Abakaliki, Ebonyi State. The matter started. So with that, I had already applied for the CTC of the primary conducted by Labour Party on the 9th of June, 2022. And the CTC was given to me in Abuja. So as the matter started in Federal High Court, I tendered the CTC. When the judge saw the CTC, certified true copy of the primary conducted by Labour Party on the 9th of June 2022, the judge became sad. You know, at the end, as God may have it, the judgment was in my favor. The judge gave an enrollment order ordering INEC to remove whatever name they wrote in their portal and replace with my name, because I am the validly nominated governorship candidate of Labour Party, and that I have not withdrawn from the race, that my signature was manipulated. Then he also cited that in the Electoral Act, that it is stipulated that before a candidate can withdraw from the race, that a letter must emanate from him or her, written by him or her, and then transmitted to the party, who will in turn send to INEC, that a candidate, you cannot claim that the candidate has withdrawn from the race, and the candidate will be suing you to the court and also writing petition against you in the police. That was how I got victory at the court. The judgment was in my favor. Abure and his cohorts weren't satisfied with this development. They went and appealed the judgment in Court of Appeal Enugu. We went to Court of Appeal in Enugu. As God may have it, I still defeated them in Court of Appeal Enugu. They weren't satisfied again. They went to Supreme Court. There and then in Supreme Court, I still defeated them in Supreme Court. Supreme Court affirmed that I am the governorship candidate. So I won them in all. And I communicated INEC, you know, with all these developments. They are all in writing. I have the letters with me, acknowledged by INEC. So police also commenced their own investigation. Police went to INEC and got all the letters they wrote, and then took the specimen of the signatures to Forensic Examination Department in Lagos. The report came that my signature was forged. I demanded for the CTC of the police investigation, which was given to me. So the matter started. Abure, instead of submitting to the authority, Abure decided to be bribing the people here and there, bribing the police, bribing my IPO. As we speak, they have changed my almost 3 IPOs in this my case. So as God may have it, all the people who experienced the same matter started coming together, like that of Murphy from Edo State. His signature was forged as well. So if you go to Plateau State governorship candidate, his signature was forged as well and replaced. If you go to Lagos, he forged signature as well. So many states, Abure forged signature and collected money. In my own case, Abure forged signature and collected 400 million naira from Barcelona. That was when I said it cannot happen. It can never happen again. That is why we started the battle. As God may have it, I won them all, and then Abure went, because Abure has an agent, you know, whom he is working with in that INEC. So Abure said that they should please just hold on with the name in the portal, the architect Edward Okwego, that they were going to approach me to see if they can lure me with monetary inducement. They actually met me. The man at Barcelona actually met me and started pleading with me that he has 400 million naira that he will give to me. I told him that the type of country we want to build is not a country that you can buy my conscience with money. You are of the APC. Go back to your party and leave Labour Party alone. That was actually what happened, sir. I disagreed. I refused to collect the money from them. I continued what I was doing. It got to a point, His Excellency Peter Obi invited me. You can verify this information and give it to you from Abure. He invited me to come to Abuja. I went to Abuja on Wednesday. So Wednesday around 11 a.m., Clement Ojukwu, the organizing secretary, was there. Julius Abure was there. His Excellency Peter Obi was there. His Excellency Peter Obi asked Abure to preside over the meeting. Abure couldn't look at me eyeball to eyeball. Abure, you know, face down. Peter Obi said, Chairman, why can't you preside over this meeting? Abure couldn't preside over the meeting. Then His Excellency Peter Obi took over the meeting, you know, and presided. He started by apologizing to me. He said, please, Your Excellency, I never knew that you are the governorship candidate of Labour Party in Ebonyi State. That these people here, Maswago, Clement Ojukwu, and Julius Abude, they all deceived me. I never knew. It was Victor Ume, Senator Victor Ume, that called me to order, that reminded me of the fact that you have won all your cases in court, that you are the governorship candidate. That is why I invited you. Please forgive me. I said, Your Excellency, apology accepted. You are our leader here. How can I say no? He said, please, I should quickly go down to Ebonyi State and commence my rally, continue from where I stopped. I thanked him. We start pictures. I have the pictures with me. If you want the picture, I can send it to your WhatsApp after this program. I went down to Ebonyi State and started my rally. So the APC, the governor of Ebonyi State, who is of the APC, and the governorship candidate, who is also of the APC, they were not comfortable with the popularity I was getting in the state. When I went to Africa North for my rally, they saw the type of crowd they never seen before. They have never seen before. All the youths were with me. They became uncomfortable. I went to about 5 local governments. When I was in Igbo doing my rally, I heard that His Excellency Peter Obi was already on Arise TV. That he said that we don't have governorship candidate in Ebonyi State. This was a calamity. I said, what? I turned around and called His Excellency Peter Obi on the phone. He didn't pick the call. I called Maswago. I said, Clement Ojukwu, I learned that His Excellency, after the meeting I had with you people, went on Arise TV and said, we don't have governorship candidate in Ebonyi State. What is happening? He said, no. He said, no, that it was a mistake somewhere, but that they are trying to correct the mistake and all that and all that. Little did I know that it was a conspiracy against me, because they know the APC government knew that I was already taking over power from them. That was how they destroyed the race in Ebonyi. That did not only affect me as a governorship candidate. It also affected my House of Assembly candidates. So that is what happened. I now threatened that I was going to sue Peter Obi for that kind of utterance in Arise TV, because as at that point, it was not Peter Obi or INEC that determines who will be the candidate. It was purely the court that decides, because we were already in court. So when I threatened I was going to sue Peter Obi, everybody was on me, pleading with me. The Igbo elders, the manner of people calling me that, please, I know I have been wronged, that if I sue Peter Obi now, that is going to destroy so many things and all that and all that. With that, my dear brother, I let go. I didn't sue Peter Obi, but I said, as for Abure, that he must pay dearly for his actions. That was what happened, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. You don't take us long for this conversation, and I know that basically from what happened, where would they read for social media space and for paper, indicate saying that you be the gubernatorial candidate following what you have demonstrated before. Because there's a video that is good that went viral where you from talk before and you said the same thing, and nobody don't come out to say no be so or not so. Under the circumstance now, what are your prayers? Are you still in court, or what is your next move now? Now that the election has been concluded and we have the APC candidate who is not the governor in the person of Honorable Francis Unwifu also. What is your prayers now? What are you hoping for? What are your expectations so far?
Well, the truth is that I was very sad with the development, and the trauma was too much on me, because I know I was supposed to win the election. As we speak, I was supposed to be declared the governor of Ebonyi State, because I am more popular than the person they declared as the governor. It was because of that popularity that I enjoyed from the youth that made them to conspire against me. So, and as it stands now, I want Abure to be prosecuted so that it will act as a deterrent to any other Nigerian that will come up with impunity to forge people's signature just for selfish aggrandizement. We must say enough is enough. If we are preaching a new Nigeria, we should be seen as decent people. Why we followed Peter Obi in the first instance was because we saw a different character from him. We don't say, no, this person is different from the other people. We cannot allow same thing, a kind of an old wine in a new bottle. We cannot take that. So I am saying that I am not going to stop until Abure is prosecuted, because he forged my signature and enriched himself. Abure is busy buying houses here and there. I was informed that Abure bought a house in Italy. You guys are in Italy. When you investigate very well, you will see where Abure bought a house. Abure bought a house in Abuja here. Abure bought a house in the. Let Abure print out the statement of account as at 2021. Let us know how much Abure had. All of a sudden, Abure turned to be a billionaire by forging people's signature and collecting money here and there. This must stop. So my prayer is that all obedience all over the world should see the criminality in Abure, that they should look at the atrocity Abure has committed. It doesn't tell good about obedience. If you are obedient, you should not exhibit such character. So my prayer is that obedience should not be deceived by Abure. Obedience should look at the type of country they want to bring on board. We cannot have Abure enter into New Nigeria. Our prayer is that Peter Obi wins his tribunal case so that we can have, a fresh air. We can breathe the fresh air. But we cannot definitely allow Abure to be hiding under the back of Peter Obi to be covering his criminality. That is it, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable. The point is that right now, you are asking, your prayers is that Barrister Julius Abure should be prosecuted. That is your own point, because what you think he did, what you say he do, is at variance with the law, and by that reason, he should be prosecuted. What is your relationship now as, what is your relationship or your relationship with His Excellency Peter Obi? Because you said before, say, he get wetin happen, you call him, he go Arise TV. What is your relationship with him now? You know, say he's still day court too, and the case is going on, and they talk in this manner. Will it not affect him at the long run based on what they happen? So, do you still have a strong relationship with him?
Well, for me, like I said before, I said that I didn't really know. I cannot say for sure what necessitated His Excellency Peter Obi to go to Arise TV and say that there's no governorship candidate in Ebonyi State. While I met with him, he was the one that encouraged me further, that I'm a young man and he likes young people, that I should go and continue my campaign and my rally. I still demand to know what made him to go to Arise TV and say there's no governorship candidate in Ebonyi State. Away from that, I don't have anything against him. I like him as a person. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
I don't have anything against him. I like him as a person. I like his principles. I like his ideology. And I would also want him to win. But what I'm saying, he who goes to equity must go with clean hands. Must go with clean hands.
After that Arise statement, so far now, I don't see all this while, I don't discuss this issue in any way at all. And I don't discuss them again to let you to say, okay, he's sorry, and or to let you know what actually happened. Any of them don't come to you, can't talk to you in recent times?
Not at all, but I made several efforts to meet with him. As we speak, if you can contact Clement Ojukwu, I called Clement Ojukwu severally for them to come and explain, as at that point, what made His Excellency to say that thing he said, because I have all my judgments, sir. I have all my judgment from the Federal High Court to Appeal Court, from Appeal Court to Supreme Court, which clearly indicates that I am the governorship candidate, and no individual is greater than the court. So because of I didn't see them, and I didn't want anything to affect his tribunal case, that's why I didn't go to court to sue him. Because if I had gone to court to sue him, we would have been, by now talking a different thing altogether. So because of the love I have for Labour Party and because of the love I have for the youth, that contested election in Labour Party, I didn't want to do anything that would destroy our future plan to take over government from Nigeria. We wanted to take back our country. So I didn't want to be seen as a black sheep in the family. So that's why I just mellowed that and concentrated on, making sure that Abure pays dearly for forging my signature.
Honorable, please hold on, because we allow people to call in to ask some certain questions, and people are listening, and I think somebody is willing to ask you a question. So just hold on and let me connect. Hello.
All right, sir.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening. You are on with JPLIVE. So,
Yes. Good evening.
Introduce yourself, please, and let us know who we're talking to.
My name now, sir, I'll use the language we will speak for here because I see another people don't want to kill us with grammar here. Yeah, now people with statistical.
Go ahead.
My name now Bruce Daosa. I call from Milan.
Okay. Go ahead. Ask your question.
I want first of all greet the Labour Party guest what we get. Good evening. And you are welcome to the program. And one of the questions when I want to answer, and I be the one when you first ask, say, all this talk, this fight, this court issue, when we mention, when we put Peter Obi name, so we sure say we really want to beat to win, because may not be the case of if I not chop, anybody not go chop. You know me say, like everybody know, all of us, when we say we dey fight for the truth, yes, now the truth now we start for. Abure, forgery, now very big offense. No matter who it be. Now waiting all the parties they do before. But now the game is changing. Now me can when we put the city on what Abure they do. Abure learn from the old politicians. Now with the talk of new politics, now me can when I'm happy they want to use that for example, so that others will learn. Now very good thing, and I hope the judiciary really do the right thing. Make them really deal with her. Make them use show example. Not just they have to find the truth, investigate, say yes, now he really forged the signatory. Another thing I want to tell the honorable be say, when he mentioned obedience, you see, it's very unfortunate say it be like say Nigerian politicians not really understand the plight of the obedience. Obedience not be labor. Labour Party should not drag obedience into all this. May they not use them to discourage the youth when it come out to come to they want new Nigeria. Obedience is not attached to any political party. The fancy party in Obi, now Obi, now they stand with. Like me, I don't think call myself one of the youth anymore, but I am with them. They have my support and have that sympathy for Obi too. So, when we not bring all these legal case, when if it concern Abure, with the talk of Abure, we should leave Obi out of it. Because first of all, just now waiting make Obi go alive. Obi na new person to the party. Now we know how long he don't stay. He not even know the how far the party they go. I don't sure they know the details about how different candidates they come up. Now only God knows how many list of candidates that man go don't speak. So if he go, not because he hear from police, maybe he hear from majority of the party leaders when we can go talk like that. May we try. Because this one we are not helping Nigeria. Whether Obi win or he not win, at least maybe they remove his name come up from every of our discussion. When you come out to say you want to be to win and you say you want to win, now because they come beg you. Me, I will never beg you not to sue anybody when it's wrong. If there is a place it's really wrong, sue him. Because once you listen to I beg you, then you are not, you'll be one of them. You try to be Nigeria. If there is a place, we can prove it. You have anything against to be, sue him. To me,
yes.
I don't want to tell
all right. So your question just now.
Yes. Because me, I not just take the whole time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Your question. What's your question again? Can you repeat it? Because you don't talk cover up.
Does he really want Obi to win? You know, say many of them take the popularity of Obi. Look at the House of Rep member where they're voting. He never entered there. It's not achieved within in one. So their colors are really coming out. We have with lost very many of them when it comes to when I enter Labour because of the popularity of Obi. So as this same Obi now, that they talk now, say whether this our guest believe, say he really want Obi to win with all this dragging. When he dey drag Abure, he can drag Abure when he dey put Obi name inside.
All right. Thank you.
If you want to Obi, I don't want to again. So me dey beg and me to if there is anywhere because we don't want cover for anybody. If Obi is wrong, we'll be the first to drag him.
All right. Thank you. Honorable, you know, the person we're calling just now asked one pertinent question. He said, Obi name, they enter the matter, make you not drag Obi name enter. And he asked whether you want make Obi actually win, make it succeed to become the president of Nigeria. That's the question.
Okay. Should I answer him?
Yes, go ahead. Yes, they listen.
Okay. Okay, yes. The answer to his question is yes. I want to become the president. If I don't want to become the president, I would have arrested Abure before the presidential election. All the mobilization to the police and everything was made to pick Abure before the presidential election that was conducted on the 25th of February. But on the second thought, I decided to let down because if I had picked Abure, you know, for forgery before the presidential election, it would have affected the presidential election one way or the other. That was why I let go. Now, all the elections have come and gone. There's no election again. So the criminal matter continues. So I cannot, because I want His Excellency P2B to become the president, and I will allow criminality to go down the drain like that. It's not going to happen. And my matter with Abure has no nexus with P2B. P2B never forged my signature. P2B never conspired to forge.
Okay, Honorable, just hold on, please. There's a question, and I will read it quickly. Say, sir, while I feel for you, what do you think would make Peter Obi to want to destroy his own party by rejecting your supposed victory? Martin Sagbolao.
Okay. Well, the same question he asked is certainly the same question I am asking, because I am a youth, and this is the second time I'm contesting governorship position in Ebonyi State. In 2019, I contested for governorship position against the incumbent Engineer David Umahi. That time it was not under Labour Party. I contested for governor under ACD, Advanced Congress of Democrats. All the efforts made by the incumbent governor to make me withdraw for him proved abortive. I stood against him. I told him that there must be opposition. In 2019, I ran against him until the election was declared, was concluded, and INEC declared him winner because he was incumbent. He used all the government paraphernalias to make himself win the election. I went home. I am a kind of person who believe there must be opposition, because without opposition, the government will be tyrannical. But with opposition, the government will be democratic. That is what I believe. After 2019, I contested for governor. I didn't contest for governor under Labour Party in 2019. Then in 2023, I came back again to contest for the same position under Labour Party. So I am very, very astonished for His Excellency to say there's no governorship candidate when he invited me, you know, before the election, and apologized to me and encouraged me to go and continue what I was doing in Ebonyi State. All of a sudden, he turned around to say there's no governor. That puzzle, I still want to know the reason for that puzzle. I really want to know the reason for that statement. And I will continue to demand for the reason. If I see His Excellency tomorrow, I will ask him the reason for what he said. I have the video with me. I have my judgments with me. So the same question the person just asked me is what I am asking, and I demand an answer.
Okay, Honorable, another thing, you don't say when you talk just now, you talk, say, after you don't win for court and prior to the election, you don't ready to win, and another person name, I can't do it for the INEC portal. When you present this paper to INEC, why they're not put your name back again. What delayed them? What can happen along the line prior to the election? Can you explain this to us?
Well, that is the reason why we say we need sanitization in all ministries, in all parastatals in Nigeria, that corruption should be nipped on the board in Nigeria. You know, I have all the letters, all the forwarding letters to the court judgments I got to INEC. I have all of them. I even followed up. So when I go to INEC, I met with the commissioner of legal department in INEC. When the lady saw all the judgments and saw all the forwarding letters that I have, the lady said, "You are the governorship candidate of Labour Party. Don't waste your time here. Go and be doing your campaign and your rally. If Labour Party is declared winner, you are the one that is the governorship candidate, because INEC is an instrument of the law. INEC was made by the law, and INEC must respect the order of the court." That was the reason why I left and went back and started my rally. If not for that announcement that there's no governorship candidate of Labour Party in Ebonyi State, by now we would have been talking about having another governor of Ebonyi State produced by Labour Party.
As the matter be now, considering the circumstance and the situation, what is the situation of Labour Party now? Where do you belong? Where do you actually belong? Because we understand, say, faction day, Abure's faction and Apapa's faction. Where do you actually belong now?
Well, let me make this simple. Before I go to your question, sir. The other person that asked question, he said that he talked about obedient, not that obedient is different from Labour Party, that they are just following Obi. I want to correct that insinuation, sir. Let me tell you, as far as we are concerned, there is no independent candidacy in Nigerian electoral system for now. If you must run election, you must run election under a platform, a political party. Political party is a vehicle that drives you to your political destination. So, as far as Obi contested under Labour Party, anybody who wants Obi must vote for Labour Party. You cannot vote for Peter Obi because Peter Obi's image is not in the ballot paper. It is Labour Party logo that you vote. So anybody who claims he is for Obi must be for Labour Party. All of us must join hands to get rid of this criminality in Labour Party, so that Labour Party can be producing genuine people. Away from that, sir, there's another question you asked now. Where do I belong? Whether I belong to Lamidi Apapa or I belong to Abure. I can never belong to Abure, sir. Abure has been restrained by the competent court. Abure was restrained based on his criminality. Parade himself, Abure, Clement Ojukwu, Olushokpara, and Umaru Farouk. 4 of them were restrained by the court. That based on the allegation leveled against them, bordering on criminality, they should step aside. They should stop parading themselves. Let me tell you one thing the people don't understand. Alhaji Apapa is the deputy national chairman elected. If Abure is incapacitated from or restrained from performing his duties as the national chairman, the next in command is the deputy national chairman, which is Alhaji Lamidi Apapa. Alhaji Lamidi Apapa did not come to be the acting national chairman because he is looking for trouble. He came to become the acting national chairman because it is constitutional that where the national chairman cannot perform his functions, the deputy national chairman takes over. That is, it is constitutional. And in Labour Party, we have 3 deputy national chairmen, 3. One from NLC, the other one from TUC, and the other one from Labour Party. NLC is by appointment. TUC is by appointment. Deputy national chairman of the Labour Party is elected. Alhaji Lamidi Apapa was elected. Lamidi Apapa is the same soul with Abure. Abure is from the south. If Abure was restrained and court asked Abure not to function, if Abure steps aside, it is constitutional that his deputy that is elected, which is Lamidi Apapa, takes over.
But so far
So
now,
as I speak to you,
who is functioning now from the look of things? Because no say for news, for social media space and everywhere, there's this understanding that it is not Lamidi Apapa, it is Abure. And from another side, they will say Abure and it's not Lamidi. So far, according to you, who is the substantive chairman of Labour Party?
we don't have chairman of Labour Party. What we have is acting chairman of Labour Party,
and
which is Alhaji Lamidi. Alhaji Lamidi Apapa is the acting national chairman of Labour Party, pending when national convention will be conducted for us to elect a substantive chairman of Labour Party.
Yeah, is it functioning effectively now, or this, impasse
very effectively. Very effectively. Abure cannot sign any document, official document. He cannot. You can verify from him. Abure cannot sign any official document of Labour Party. If he does that, he will be arrested immediately for impersonation. Abure is not a chairman. He has been restrained. The acting national chairman of Labour Party is Alhaji Lamidi Apapa. He came to leadership via the instrumentality of the law, the constitution of Labour Party. That is it, sir.
Yes, because let me quickly read this one again. And he said, I think it is a sheer intimidation on the part of the last caller to suggest that Obi left alone even though he had goofed. The guest made it abundantly clear that Obi had urged him on only for the same Obi to err in the law and before Arise News to speak on both sides of his mouth by saying there's no governorship candidate for Labour in Ebonyi. We should give honor to whom honor is due, no matter whose us is higher. Whether Obi or even the president of Nigeria, that's how transparency works. Anyway, Honorable, the point now is that now that you are in court, because Barrister Julius Abure against the state, because of the thing where you talk just now, say there is the issue of forgery, issue of perjury, and others. If eventually he's prosecuted and sentenced and whatever, would that satisfy you, or you still get other things where you want to do beyond that? Now that we have His Excellency Francis as a APC candidate who can win the election. So what is your take on this? How you want to make it look like? Will you be satisfied if Abure is only punished in accordance with the law? Would that satisfy you?
Well, the truth is this. So many people have been calling on behalf of Julius Abure. I told them that nobody should be drinking Panadol on another person's headache. If you are having a headache, it behoves you to go to pharmacy and buy yourself a drug that can treat, that can cure your headache. But Sir Julius Abure should step down from his high horse. Nobody is above the law. I told one of the last caller today that was pleading with me to forgive Abure. I said, you can never be Abure. If Abure repents and decides to show that he has repented, Abure should place a call to me and apologize for all that he has done. And then it is left for me to say, okay, I've forgiven you or I have not forgiven you. But as far as Abure has not deemed it necessary to call me on phone and apologize, and he's sending people here and there, crime is crime, sir. Crime is crime. If we don't treat Abure the way we are treating him because of the criminal act he has conducted, another person will come up, even after our convention. And if a national chairman emerges, the person will say, after all, Abure did this and nothing happened to him. He will do same or even worse. We want this thing to act as a deterrent to anybody that can come up and do the same criminal line. That is what we are saying. We are not saying this because I am not saying this because I hate Abure or I dislike Abure. I am saying this because Abure committed a crime.
Yes,
and anybody who commits this type of crime,
at this juncture, if Abure can decide to apologize to you now and the case they court, don't you think that is consent or that is acceptance? So that can, you do think it will come at this time or it will come after the judgment? Are you expecting anytime soon?
No. This apology that I talked about is what I told them, that this would have even happened before I went to police. Because Abure cannot look at me eyeball to eyeball and say I didn't forge your signature. Oh, this thing started. Mind you, I petitioned Abure on the 7th of September, 2022. 7th of September, sir, 2022. Now we are in June, right? 2023. So, since this matter started in September 2022 to date, Abure has never said, I'm sorry. So, I don't think that even if he says he's sorry now, that it is something that I would take hook, line, and sinker. It is immaterial to me, because this is an act against the state. Criminality and perjury, forgery and perjury, is a very terrible crime against the state. So, Abure should go to the court, stand before the court, and say, my lord, I forged this signature or I didn't forge this signature. It is left for the judge to look at the merit of the case and give judgment. That is it, sir.
Yeah, as a politician, what is your plan for the future? Do you still want to remain in Labour Party and continue your political ambition, or do you have any other alternative?
I am a full-fledged Labour Party stakeholder. Let me tell you the reason why I can never leave Labour Party. Labour Party is a beautiful bride in Ebonyi State today, is as a result of what I put on ground. Labour Party Secretariat, as we speak today, was rented by myself. I paid 1.8 million to rent that Labour Party Secretariat. I furnished it myself. All the billboards of P2B in Ebonyi State, I made it myself. So I have met so many persons. The reason why APC became threatened was because of the number of youths that were following me. And you know, it is not easy to build a political structure. When you build a political structure, you can build your chest and say, yes, I am acceptable by my people. When you are not acceptable by your people, that is when you begin to look for money, to begin to influence people or to begin to buy vote. Vote buying is a crime. So you must learn how to build your political structure. As I talk to you, sir, that we conducted Labour Party primary on the 9th of June 2022 was as a result of my personal property in a choice location in Ebonyi State that I sold. That was where I realized money that I used to conduct that primary. It's on record. You can verify. Abure is aware that I sold my property. Abure is aware because Abure didn't have money that time. You can ask Abure, before the coming of Obi, when I went to the secretariat, to the old secretariat before they came to Otako, where they are now, I went there. Coincidentally, Abure was having a program with NTA and AIT. Abure didn't have money to pay them after the program. It was me who gave them 350,000. They used to pay for that program. Ask Abure, verify from Abure, sir. So I cannot labor and then destroy the same political party I've labored to build. So I am in Labour Party and I remain in Labour Party, sir.
So are you still ambitious? Now say everything happened, you waste your money, you sell your property. In the future, are you still willing to contest, or you are tired because of what you call corruption in the system?
I am not tired. Rome was not built in a day. I am not tired, sir. My people are still hungry for my leadership. I've been in this, like I told you, I became a state chairman of a political party since 2010. You can verify.
Okay.
You can go to INEC and verify.
Your supporters so far your supporters so far, what thing that they think now? Are they still willing? Are they still get that enthusiasm to follow you or to take day for Labour Party, considering the fact, say, this disappointment come your way?
My supporters in Ebonyi are increasing every day. In fact, for me to have proven to the entire world that Abure is a forger, that Abure forged my signature, and everybody have seen that it's true, that Abure actually forged my signature, that has made my supporters to be increasing. They said, yes, that this is a young man who came to govern us, And because of one illegality or corruption, they did what they did, and he was not tired. He continued to fight till this point in time. That this is the kind of person they want. Do you know, sir, that I rejected 400 million naira? Are you aware?
No.
They brought 400 million naira to me. I rejected it. Is it a small money for a youth like me? If I were to be other jobbers, political jobbers, I would have collected the money. Maybe I will fly into Italy, I meet you there, and demand that you give me a house. That money can buy me a house in Italy, isn't it? I will relocate my family. But I rejected the money. I said, no, money is not everything. I have the quality to govern my people. So that particular rejection of that money alone endured so many youths to my side. So I am not tired. I will still continue to contest until one day God will have every reason to say, go and liberate your people.
Okay, so thank you very much, Honorable. The ongoing presidential election tribunal between His Excellency Peter Obi, APC, and PDP, what is your take on that? Are you satisfied with the process so far?
Well, so far so good. I am satisfied in some areas. I am not satisfied in some areas.
All right.
Okay. The issue bordering on releasing certified true copy of Form EC9 by INEC and all that, and that is not forthcoming. I am not actually satisfied with that. Okay. But we should call a spade in some areas, sir. One, Abure, Barrister Julius Abure, didn't do the needful. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Yes. Barrister Julius Abure did not do the needful. Barrister Julius Abure, was interested only in looking for money. Barrister Julius Abure did not register the required polling unit agents in INEC, the number of polling unit agents required in INEC. I want you, after this program, to ask Julius Abure what made him not to register those polling unit agents in INEC. And I also like what is happening now, so that any other person that will emerge as national leader, chairman of any political party, would keep money away and do the right thing. When we were telling Abure, go to INEC, make sure you register our polling unit agents, they didn't listen to us. Even after the registration of polling unit agents, we still demanded that Abure them should release money for the polling unit agents all over the country. Sir, do you know that Abure and his co-travelers couldn't reserve money for our polling unit agents all over the country? You can verify. Is that the attitude of a human being who wants to produce a president? There are areas, there are places Abure, connived with opposition, like in Edo, where Abure connived with the PDP to sell off the House of Assembly ticket, which was sold for 2.5 million. Times by 24, you will have up to 60 million naira. All the House of Assembly candidates Abure brought in Edo, they are all PDP members. Is that the attitude of somebody who wants to win an election? If you go to Ebonyi State today, that same man who came and wanted to steal my ticket, Architect Edward Ukwego, and his cohorts, they have all gone back to APC. As we speak today, they have all gone back to APC. I am the only one remaining in the Labour Party with my structure.
Honorable, you don't fit verify all these ones where you talk now. These allegations say, they give her money for Edo State and etc. Is it not a mere allegation, or you are saying with all affirmation that it actually happened?
This thing is in the public domain, sir. It's no longer it's in public domain. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay, now let me ask you a question. How many persons won election in the State House of Assembly in Edo from Labour Party? State Assembly election.
Anyway,
can you mention one person?
Yes, we are aware of that. But however, I want to make I throw this one in, make I actually ask you question because you did for public space and you are referring, say they give her money and etc. So
no, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. No, let me tell you something, sir. In Edo, you can only have House of Rep candidate that won election. You can only have the Senate that won election. We have senators, we have House of Rep members. Then if we can produce a senator, if we can produce a House of Rep member in Edo, what made us not to produce a State House of Assembly candidate?
Anyway, that is a question that we will leave for our teaming fans make the answer. So anyway, which message you get where you go fit tell Barrister Abure right now for us to conclude?
Well, the message I have for Barrister Abure is that he should obey court order and stop parading himself as a national chairman. He's not the national chairman of Labour Party, and he will never be again. He has betrayed the confidence we repose on him. We want a new leadership in Labour Party that will prepare the party for the task ahead. You know, Labour Party is not a place you can come and behave anyhow you like. We are stakeholders of Labour Party, and we want Labour Party that will meet up with the yearnings and aspirations of Nigerians cut across the whole world. Anybody who has invested ₦1 in Labour Party want a new Nigeria, and that new Nigeria is what we desire, and we must get it through a very, organized leadership, a very transparent leadership. And Abure cannot give us transparent leadership. If Abure is allowed to be hobnobbing with His Excellency P2B, and eventually we get this our mandate from tribunal, and we enter Aso Rock, I'm betting you, sir, that Abure can forge the signature of this country and sell it to China.
Anyway, thank you very much, Honorable Oko Splendour, for your time, and we actually appreciate for taking your time. Make you content listen to us, want to talk to people where want to hear from you, because many people they follow up because of what happened for the last election and how things they go for Nigeria, and they want to hear things like this from people where the thing really affect and people where the mainstream. So I want to thank you very much for coming to JPLIVE, and other comments will they come subsequently. And if there's need for us to call you back again, we will not fail to do so. And we wish you a wonderful evening, and thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and bye. My people, I thank you very much for taking time once more again. And for the people who comment, we want to thank you very much. We just get small conversation with this gentleman for Ebonyi State. Now the gubernatorial candidate for Labour Party for the just concluded gubernatorial election for Nigeria, and in the verse because of what they say they do. And because of that, he don't go court. He even talk to him win the case. And apart from that, the person where you offend them, where you don't mention his name severally, say the matter still dey court because the thing where that one do against them, it shows a crime against the state. And that thing they want, say make this person, make them not free and make him make sure say they punish him in accordance with the law. So my people, we go stop here this evening and hope that una comment go fit spark off another conversation again for the upper week. And we look forward to your comments, and we want beg una say, make una still hold strong for us. Make una not invest for us. Make una not get any bad belly for us. We try to put things together for bringing this gentleman on board this evening. Now something where we say we still do, because we know say most of una were there for this side. Una want hear from us because una be people where like JPLIVE. We want to thank una very much for our time. And Chief Priest, I greet you. Uncle Teddy, I greet you. And Senior Seye, I greet you now for our time and our commitment towards the development and growth of JPLIVE. Of course, we now still forget to appreciate our engineer where they do wonderful work, and Dignity too for his seriousness over how today they share this to make sure say this news they reach many people. And we will come your way again next Wednesday. Make una beg stay with us, and we expect una comments too, and more. Make una the call when we do for programs like this, so that we will feed the cross-fertilized ideas. And even before that, you can call my number too. We still there. The +39327 237 8174. We feel discuss ahead of any program where we get. And what you now tell me if you did okay for me, I will add and join the conversation so that it will be robust. So far, nothing much I will add than to say make una bye.
Are you looking for a professional sound equipment? Do you desire durable accessories? Are you looking for a professional audio and visual studio? Then worry no more. At Mega Point, we have in stock professional and durable speakers, piano, microphones, combos, electric and bass guitars, mixer, drums, percussions and accessories. We also offer the best in musical video production, event coverage, photography and many more. Locate us now at Mega Point Conglomerate, Via Stradella, 229 and 2318 Torino, Italy. Call us on +390 1120 3422. Email us on megapointtv@gmail.com. You can also visit our website at www.megapointtv.com.